Like a fine wine, the Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions continues to improve with age. In 7 years, the TFC is the talk of high school hoops. The unique format, which features 4 national powers clashing with 4 Missouri powers, has sparked not only outstanding basketball, but also amazing individual achievement. Springfield, Missouri's Hammond's Hardwood has become a prep proving ground for superstars like Georgetown's Alonzo Mourning, Arkansas's Todd Day, and Missouri's Anthony Peeler. Who's waiting in the wings, ready to open eyes in the 1991 Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions? There was a hunger in 1991. 6 of the 8 teams had been to the TFC before. 3 of those had tasted championship play. Christ the King from Middle Village, New York City, looked for an unprecedented 3rd tournament championship. But this road was tough.
It proved to our kids that not only do we feel we're one of the better teams in the state, we feel we can compete with a lot of people in a lot of different areas, and it really helps our program.
Rick Mills' Warrensburg Tigers had a tough draw to tip off the tourney. The Tigers faced Saint Raymond's out of the Bronx, ranked 8th in the nation by USA Today. But Warrensburg stung the Ravens early. Jason Mills and his Tigers kept it a 1-point game after 1, but Saint Raymond's countered with tight defense. The Ravens scored the next 26 points to run away with a 91-46 win.
Fortunately, we've had really good people, and we look for great players and really well-coached teams. And over the history of the tournament, we've had some great players, and we do this year, and some great coach teams. And when you put all those things together, you have a real successful tournament. And I think that the thing that continues to reinforce us is the fans keep coming back. And
annually, 2 Springfield teams compete. This year, they were rude hosts. Kickapoo and Booker T. Washington from Tulsa clashed in the first round. In 1986, the Hornets played in the championship game. In 1991, they were playing for their lives. The Kickapoo Chiefs slowed it down against a taller and quicker Tulsa Washington squad. Behind Billy Brent's 23 points, Kickapoo took a 3-point lead into the 4th quarter. The Chiefs won 49-33, becoming only the 3rd host team to win a first-round game.
This is one of the best tournaments I've ever attended. It's kind of surprising at 12 o'clock at night you see that many people out watching a ball game. Kentucky's noted for being kind of crazy about basketball, but I think Springfield here in Missouri is really great for high school basketball.
Lyle Dunbar's Christian County Colonels from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, learned just how well Springfield teams play. The Glendale Falcons nearly made it 2 for 2 for host teams. Both squads exchanged hoops until midway through the 3rd quarter when the Colonels tore off a 9-2 run. Jason Crick led a balanced Colonels attack as they advanced 53-46.
When you go through the first round there, sometimes you look like that the teams are not playing real well, and a lot of it's jitters, but I think the individual talent is here. You see a lot of great individual players, and I think that's the greatest thing about it is that they have run up against so many great individual players.
The 5 games that we've played here have all been decided by less than 4 points, and that's kind of indicative of the type of competition that you run into, and the teams seem like they're all pretty equal at this level. And I think the big floor brings back some equality to the teams too. The college floor evens things out a little bit.
Missouri's strongest representative, Jefferson City, capped the first round with a barn burner. The Jays and 2-time champ Christ the King mirrored each other. It was tied at 28 at the half, tied after 3, tied at the end of regulation, and tied after 1 overtime period. The Jays' Derek Johnson and the Royals' Kevin Simmons matched bucket for bucket. But in the second OT, Johnson calmly sank a pair of free throws to put the Jays ahead to stay. Jeff City ended Christ the King's dreams for a 3rd championship trophy, 55-52 in double OT.
Again, a very enthusiastic crowd, very knowledgeable basketball crowd. They appreciate good plays, and they appreciate good players, and appreciate good ball clubs. And
on the consolation side, Tulsa, Washington saw the unexplainable happen against Warrensburg. The Hornets finished with twice as many field goals, 40 more shots, and 30 more rebounds. But they lost the game by a mere 3 points. Jason Mills and Stacy Campbell combined for 38 of the Tigers' 47 points as they earned their first TFC victory. Christ the King also rebounded from an opening night loss to bounce Glendale 74-56. 3 Royals were in double figures. Eric Butler led the way with 15 points.
Right from day one, he did a good job with it, and it's been basically the same. It was one of the top tournaments nationally run back in '85, and of course there's always a few more things you like to do, but basically this thing is in the Hammond Center. There's 6,000 or 7,000 people.
Those fans poured into Hammonds to witness the TFC semifinals. The nation's 8th-ranked team, Saint Raymond, fell behind early to hometown Kickapoo, but the Ravens played like a villain in an Edgar Allan Poe novel. After allowing the opponent early success, the Ravens' defense slammed the door. A blistering, full-court press squeezed turnovers and allowed St. Raymond's to run away with a 69-35 victory. The other semifinal, of course, was a nail-biter. The cardiac Jefferson City Jays played another close game. The Christian County Colonels put up a fight and then some. The Colonels led by 4 at the break, but Derek Johnson brought his Jays back. This 5-footer with 56 seconds left gave the Jays a 59-57 lead. Then with 13 seconds left, he iced the game with a couple of free throws, and Jefferson City won by 4.
It's something that we can take back to our home, and our younger players are going to want to come back here, or what they saw is going to help make them work harder in the off-season so that we'll be a better basketball team.
Championship night opened with Glendale rallying from a 17-4 deficit to earn the 7th place title. 5 Falcons finished in double figures as Glendale beat Tulsa, Washington 72-59. Christ the King held off a late Warrensburg rally to claim 5th place. The Royals won their 8th all-time TFC contest 61-53. The Kickapoo Chiefs soared to new heights in the 3rd place game. Roy Green's troops throttled Christian County 58-47 to finish higher than any other host team. 4 times Kickapoo played in the TFC. In '91, they earned a trophy.
All the teams play tough. All the teams anybody could beat anybody on any given night, so it doesn't matter about the competition. You have to come out and play hard every night.
Last year, the St. Raymond's Ravens watched a Missouri team escape with 1st place. They vowed not to let that happen in this championship game. But the Ravens faced a battle-hardened Jefferson City club that seemingly had skill and luck on its side. The game opened like an NBA contest with the Ravens holding a 24-23 lead after the first 8 minutes. But like the first 2 games, St. Raymond's put on that second quarter surge. Terrence Rensher made his bid to follow in the footsteps of Morning, Day, and Peeler by winning the MVP and pouring in 27 points in St. Raymond's championship 88-77 victory. Carl Green added 28 points, and Danny Basil chipped in 22 points.
That's one of the main reasons. The crowd is great. That's one of the main reasons why we wanted to come back again, because Coach Caesar Actus, that Mr. Matthews wanted us to come back down, and we said right away that we would like to come back down and play in front of the crowds. And this tournament has ran so well, and it was great to win it.
This annual competition is more than just basketball. More than 18,000 fans witnessed a showcase of talent, contrasting style and cultural exchanges. Each team, win or lose, takes home more than it arrived with. And that's what makes this a true Tournament of Champions.